Okay. So, right, so good noon again sa lahat. May bagong mga nakapasok. So again, our topic for the Lunch and Learn session for today is My Retirement is You. So ano ba tong My Retirement is You? Ano? So diretso na tayo. No? So it always answers about I think 3 questions. Sino po ba yung gusto nating mag-alaga sa atin pag retire natin? So kasi commonly, which we will be discussing today, is tatlo lang yung alam ko na na-identify ko. Una is yung mga anak ba natin? Pangalawa is yung government, 'di ba, through SSS, GSIS, or of course yung pinakabago or revolutionary is it's you. It's really you, especially for the mga Filipino na onti-onti pa yung pag-adjust ng pagtanggap na hindi na dapat na mag-rely tayo sa ating mga anak pagdating ng retirement, but sa atin na talaga dapat tayo mag-ipon, and we should not be financially tawag dito dependent sa ating mga anak or sa ating family when we grow old. Okay, so yan mostly yung tatalakayin natin during this 30-minute session. So I want to thank you in advance, kasi I know you should be eating right now, or yung iba kakatapos lang mag-eat and baka masarap na mag-siesta, but you chose to come here, and that only means one thing, sa nakita nyo sa title, it only means na gusto mo talagang makapag-save for retirement, and you want to be a good steward of money sa iyong family, sa mga mamamayan, kasi gusto mo ng solution, kasi alam mo na yung ginagawa ng IMG is giving financial solutions. So congratulations, and I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Maria Sharina Advincula. Isa po ako sa mga financial educators dito sa IMG. Kagaya din po ako ninyo na 5 years ago lang nag-attend ng class ng IMG, the class na kagaya ng 2 p.m. hanggang sa midnight na class, and after that class, nabago po talaga yung pananaw ko in terms of my finances. Kasi dati, kagaya din po ako ng marami, walang klarong savings for retirement. Nakakuha ako ng insurance and with investments na some of it for retirement, some of it for the college fund ng isang anak ko. Pero yung nalaman ko after na ako na-educate ng IMG, is that yung nalagyan ng aking retirement fund is hindi siya na ma-maximize yung growth, kasi hindi siya dun sa better yielding like sa stocks or sa equities. Dun siya nalagay sa mas mababa yung tubo, and of course yung mas heartbreaking nun kasi ang lalaki po ng charges, kasi inasa ko po siya sa ibang tao. Hindi po ako gumawa ng way na maging financially educated ako para malaman ko kung paano ma-maximize or mabigyan ng value yung hard-earned money ko. Inasa ko lang siya sa institution na alam natin mga insurances na they can take care of money, but mas maganda pala pag tayo talaga mismo yung may alam, kasi every peso saved is of course is a peso earned. So if that peso is saved consistently, that could turn into millions. Ilang mga retirees bang alam natin ngayon na merong millions, di ba? And just because hindi nakapag-plan or save, wala, di ba? Or aasa lang sa government nga at sa mga anak. Sige, so let's proceed. May dalawa tayong identify na mindsets, no? So una is yung traditional mindset. So relying on children for a comfortable life. Ano ba to? so ito, di ba? So many Filipinos believe that if they provide the best education to their kids and help them settle comfortably in life, they would have an easy, retired life with the help of children. Diba? So ilan ba sa kakilala natin yung ganito pa yung mindset, no, na papag-aralin ko ng mabuti yung anak ko, and sila na yung bahala sa akin later on. Or maybe hindi natin sinasabi, but we would have that at the back of our minds, 'di ba? Yung bahala na, basta gagawin ko lahat ngayon. Bahalang magkautang-utang ako basta makapag-aral yung anak ko. Right? Tapos yan yung bahala sa akin later on. Di ba? May ganyan tayo minsan. No? So dapat nila hindi siya. No? Let's give an example because here in IMG, we encounter this every day. And that's why we strongly advocate this campaign of IMG to achieve 30 million financially educated families by 2030 because every day we come across people na ganito pa po yung mindset. And of course, masasakripisyo po talaga yung future ng ating mga anak if ganito palagi yung mindset natin, right? So a concrete example is this. We found this in social media, and this is Ma'am Emerlyn. Ma'am Emerlyn is an IMG member, an advocate as well. She's a host, no, a TV host, radio host. She's known mostly sa NCR. But ito sa social media niya, Facebook particularly, she posted something and one of the OFWs commented, ito yung sabi, ano, may inaalok po akong kapwa ko OFW. Sabi ko, attend siya ng seminar para kako matuto siya mag-save at invest para sa future niya at sagot sa akin ay iisa lang naman daw ang anak niya. Yung anak niya na daw yung bahala sa kanya pagtanda niya kasi pinag-aaral niya naman daw. So, di ba? So sabi niya, sige ka na bahala. So itong nag-alok is of course siguro IMG member na siya, di ba? So sabi naman ni Ma'am Emeraldine, ang ganda po ng reply niya. Sabi niya, isa lang din naman ang anak ko, pero ayokong maging pabigat sa kanya. Pati nga magiging private nurse ko, naka-arrange na. Ang anak kasi, ang anak kasi hindi yan investment na inaasahan mo ng payback. Kapag magulang ka na, dapat unselfish ka. Kaya lang, iba-iba ang tao. Kung kailan ba naman nasa departure area ka na, gagawa ka pa ng dahilan para magkasamaan kayo ng loob. Masarap magmahal ng magulang na walang dinedemand na kapalit sa lahat ng sakripisyong ginawa niya. Alright? So, ayan. So, ang ganda po ng example na ito. And it's just a reflection of the mindset of most Filipinos, ano? So this is what we're trying to change. So kung iisipin natin, no, ito, when you rely money from your kid later on, 'di ba? Kung hindi tayo nag-save for retirement, you're taking away money that could potentially be used for their future. So compared to other kids whose parents have prepared for retirement, yours will be, of course, seriously disadvantaged. No, kawawa. Ito, in a world where income inequality is rising, they'll struggle to make ends meet after you're gone. And so the best gift you can give to your child is the gift of letting them not worry about you financially. Right? So hindi natin siya dapat gawing transactional daw na pag yun nga, buhos ko lahat ngayon sa'yo, ikaw na bahala later on. Kasi hindi tayo sure kung lalaan talaga sila ng magandang job or the future will be good for them later on. And that, we know they would have their own family someday and they would have their own responsibilities. And when we take money from them, or say exact money from them or expect money from them pa, so yun nga, nako-compromise din yung future, hindi lang nila, but yung mga apo natin and the next generations, right? And I found this graphic sa Woke Salaryman. Ang ganda, no? So, it's about retirement again. So, nakikita nyo dito yung parent, sinisend off yung anak with pabaon. No? Pero ganito naman tayo, no? Pero yung intention dito is really good. We'll be okay. Go do your thing, kid. So sabi ni kid, yay, freedom. So maganda yung future ng mga anak natin, no? Yung sasabihin natin sa kanila, okay anak, pili ka ng kurso na gusto mo kasi nakapag-prepare na tayo. Huwag kang mag-alala sa amin kasi meron na kaming retirement money. Right? Go do your thing, mag-aral ka ng mabuti, tayo ka ng negosyo kung ano mang gustong negosyo mo. Nakapag-ipon din kami para sa negosyo mo. Yung, alam mo yun, kasi na-instill na sa anak natin na nag-iipon pala talaga tayo. Ayun, so, ganda, no? So, naiiyak ako sa sa graphic na yun pag nakikita ko. Right? So, pangalawa naman is banking on government or social security pension. Ito yung traditional natin na ginagawa. So, common ito, di ba? So, ano ba ito? So, sa government, we have GSIS, and then sa mga private sectors, we have SSS. right? So what is it? So SSS, an insurance and retirement program for government employees. Yung SSS naman sa private, di ba? A savings and pension program for private sector employees. Ano yung limitation? So the proceeds and benefits from GSIS and SSS may not be enough when you retire and when you stop working. So how many people do you know na nag-retire ngayon? Say after 5, 10 years, ano na po yung estado ng buhay nila? Kasi ako, this really breaks my heart. For example, one time, nasa Cebu ako, dito sa Cebu, no, I was in IT Park and I was in a hurry. Nagmamadali ako na wala akong mabook na Grab or taxi and nag-call ako ng, alam mo yung habal-habal, yung motorsiklo. Tapos sabi ko, kuya, dalhin mo ako dun sa JY sa office namin. So, okay. So while we were riding, kasi matanda na siya. Kinausap ko siya, tinanong ko, ba't pa po kayo nagtatrabaho? Tapos yung daing niya, yun, marami pa akong utang. Tapos nakwento niya, pulis ako dati, pulis daw siya. Pero ngayon yung pension niya, hindi enough for his medications and lubog pa siya sa utang. So it only means one thing, di ba? So ano pa rin yun, lack of financial education or ano nga, hindi talaga nakapag-ipon ng sakto, naglaan din lang, depend din lang sa tatanggapin nila sa gobyerno. So it's really sad. And I encounter a lot of this these days, no, kahit sa mga nakakasalubong or sa mga kakilala natin. May kilala din akong teacher siya dati, nag-retire na and nag-stop ng work kasi nag-retire na, naka-receive ng lump sum and pag-receive ng lump sum, spend spend lahat, no? And a few years after, she went back working, no? Kasi wala nang pera din. Hindi na din enough ko whatever she receives monthly. And it's really sad kasi alam mo na, pagod na siya. 'Di ba? Dapat nagre-relax na siya, kung ano pa yung dapat ginagawa, nag-cruise na lang siya or nagpapasyal, spending time with her apo. But she can't really do that because she has to work kahit pagod na siya because nga kulang ng savings for retirement. And yun, and of course, PhilHealth, a national health insurance system, yung benefits are limited and can't fully cover the health claims or expenses. So we know for a fact na yung PhilHealth is discount lang po siya. So kung ma-hospital man tayo, hindi siya mag-fully cover ng ating expenses sa hospital. That's why two things, hindi lang po yung retirement yung ating sisavean dapat pag tanda natin, yung ating ding healthcare. Kasi common cause ng bankruptcy sa mga Pilipino, no? Kung may magkasakit talaga sa pamilya, di ba? Kung si lolo, si nanay, si tatay, magkasakit, di ba? Ubos lahat, everyone labas lahat pera, utang kung walang pera para mapagamot kasi walang healthcare fund. Merong pension pero hindi enough. All right? So dalawa talaga dapat, hindi lang retirement, also healthcare. Okay? So I'd like to share with you this financial goal, yung sinabi ni Dipesh Aurora, no? She's a US wealth manager. Sabi niya, retirement is the most important financial goal in a person's life. Mas importante pa siya kesa sa college fund ng anak natin and so what have you. Of course, we can save along while we save for our retirement, we save along for the college fund of our kids. But sinabi niya, ito talaga yung pinaka-importante. Bakit ba, no? So sabi niya dito, yung secrets, shinare niya yung secrets of successful retirement. Una is, of course, do not bank on your children. Again, do not rely on your children. Na wala tayong gagawin ngayon para makapag-save. Bahala ng mga anak natin. Number 2, do your best to create a large retirement fund where we can make our money work for us. And if you've been attending the classes of IMG, siguro familiar na din kayo kung paano ito gawin. But if hindi pa, just keep on attending the classes, especially the class on mutual funds kasi malalaman natin kung paano ba talaga na mapapalago ng malaki yung pera natin so that by retirement, we can enjoy it, 'di ba? We can hindi tayo magsiscrimp, No, talagang matatamasa natin yung deserve din naman natin na retirement after working for how many years, right? And then prioritize healthcare and retirement over other financial goals. Nasabi ko pa lang to kanina. And invest wisely, make the money work. So of course, saving of course is not enough. Yung sa alkansya or sa ilalim ng unan or sa bangko is not enough because we know for a fact na yung interest sa bangko less than 1%, 'di ba? And year by year, month by month nga no, parang pababa talaga siya ng pababa. Ano nga yung recent ngayon, so isang traditional bank from 0.25 naging less than magkano na yun na lang yung interest now. But sabi pa nga ni Rex Mendoza, the first convention that I attended in IMG, ito talaga na-struck ako, sabi niya, alam nyo, wag tayo mag-rely sa savings natin sa bangko, sabi niya. Kasi dadating ang panahon na kung magsisave ka sa bangko, ikaw na yung magbabayad. And it's happening. Sabi niya, no, 2016, summer of 2016. It's happening. Go to Europe. When you save your money there, you pay. Go to Japan. When you save your money there, you pay. Tayo dito, yung ina-expect natin is yung interest pa, di ba may interest tayo. So, tama nga naman, di ba, kasi we're using the business of the bank. So, we always tell here in IMG, and that's their guide always, na when we save for long term, we should not put it in the bank. Banks are good for emergency fund, for business transactions, but always not for retirement or any long-term goal, di ba? Kasi kakainin talaga ng inflation, and yes, tagal pa para magdoble yung pera mo. Hindi na aabutan ng buhay natin, right? Ayan, and so we should always make it a point na we can make money work for us by investing it in investing vehicles that can give better returns. And then start as early as possible. Time is our ally in investing. Ito talaga yung na-instill din sa akin sa IMG. Every time that's wasted, every day, every week, every month, every year that we are not investing, we are losing money. Kasi that time that we have not invested could be the time na nag-compound yung pera natin. Kahit konti lang po yan, kahit 1,000 pesos, 500 pesos, if it compounds because you invested, malayo na po yan yung mararating niya. Right? So, yan. And do not ignore the impact of inflation in your finances. Right? So, minsan, yung example ko talaga dito is, every year sa trabaho, most of us are working, right? And every year, most of us have appraisal, yung increase ng salary natin sa government or sa private sectors, di ba? We have appraisal and every year meron tayong increase. And ako, na-experience ko din ito while I was working pa sa corporate, no? Hindi pa ako nag-IMG. And yung mindset ko din dati was that, wow, appraisal, makakapag upgrade na ako ng aking lifestyle, di ba? Bili ng mas magandang cellphone or 'di ba? Yun common natin, upgrade ng wardrobe or ano pa ba, 'di ba? So gusto natin mas maganda, 'di ba? I-upgrade na natin everything kasi nag-increase naman yung sweldo natin. But sometimes we don't realize it na yung increase ng salary natin, if that's 4, 5, or whatever percent, minsan it's just enough to offset yung inflation rate, no, ng bansa. Kasi if you don't consider the inflation rate, yun na, nalulubog na tayo sa utang kasi nag-increase nga yung salary natin pero hindi natin na-realize na yung mga bilihin, nag-increase din. So, wala na, yun na, nalulubog na tayo sa utang, right? So, that's why we know a lot of people na nalubog sa utang, sa loans, ang daming payments month by month, nahihirapang makapag-save kasi nauna ho yung mga luho. Diba? So, yan. And yeah, marami pa tayong mga realizations about that as we go along the classes of IMG. So, just keep on attending the classes talaga of IMG, especially if you're a member na. Okay? And then invest a certain part of your income without fail. You do it consistently. Right? So, talaga, every time na may ma-receive ka na income, do your best na ma-save mo at least siguro mga 20%. Kung hindi talaga kaya 20%, kung anong porsyento lang, basta may ma-save ka, yung ma-habit mo lang, ma-instill mo sa sarili mo na may ma-save ka na partly sa iyo. Kasi if lahat yan i-spend mo palabas, so sinong pinapayaman mo, di ba? So ibang mga institution, bayad mo ng electricity, si Beco, si Meralco, sila yung pinapayaman mo. Bayad ka ng, punta ka ng mall, mag-shopping ka, sila Ayala, sila SM yung pinapayaman mo, di ba? So when you save, it's always you na pinapayaman mo. So invest part of it, and dapat without fail. And the community, you being in IMG, would really help. So yan yung nagawa kasi sa akin eh. Dati, so na-inspire ako, nagsumali talaga ako sa IMG kasi gusto ko makapag-save. Nag-save ako ng long-term care, and then nag-start na ako mag-save for my retirement, aside dun sa aking nakuha dati, and then sa college fund ng mga anak ko. So, while saving, so I'm so proud of myself kasi, nakapag-umpisa na ako. Tapos, mayat-maya nakakapag-add ako after 2 months, 3 months, and then I realized mas maganda pala every month. So, ginawa kong every month until such time na nakikita ko yung ibang IMG members, especially our mentors, every week sila naglalagay, no, nag-i-invest. So, sabi ko, oh nga, no, why not every week? Kasi every week din naman yung commission. So, ayun, every week na din ako naglalagay. And ngayon nga, minsan, maisipan ko lang, maglagay ako ngayon, lagay naman. The following day, maglagay ako ngayon, maglagay na naman. Kasi, especially now, no, you can buy more shares kasi mas nababa yung price ng shares sa mga investment na mga vehicles ngayon kasi nga 'di ba down pa ang market because of the pandemic. So ayan, I think a lot of you can relate na if you have been attending the classes, but yeah, so ang ganda talaga ng community ni IMG kasi puro inspiration para mapalago mo ng sakto yung pera mo. And then do not take unnecessary risk. So ano ba tong unnecessary risk, no? So lahat naman siguro in life, 'di ba, we have may mga risk talaga. But if you are not financially educated, when you do not belong to the community, hindi mo talaga aware yung mga risk na mga ganito. So a lot of us, no, get into scams or nabebentahan nga ng mga mahal na financial products. So hindi natin naiintindihan yung risk, or yung iba nga na naaghat sa mga day trading, 'di ba? Without the proper knowledge kasi na-attract sa return, sasabihin like sa scam, sasabihin in 3 months magdodoble yung pera mo. Now, if you're financially educated, we know for a fact na hindi, red flag po talaga siya, 'di ba? Kasi walang ganon, 'di ba? Legally. And yun, so financial products, when you're being kaibigan mo mag-offer sa iyo ng insurance, or yung bangko, pumunta ka sa bangko, offeran ka ng insurance and hindi ka makahindi kasi nasold ka. Hindi mo alam kung ano yung i-ask mo. So, another financial mistakes. And you know what? I know a lot of academically successful, professionally successful people na they come to me right now and they realize, no, mali pala yung nagawa ko. I realized na after attending the class, hindi pala sakto, kasi hindi daw, yun nga, hindi na ma-maximize yung growth ng pera nila. And these are people na alam natin mga successful na dapat kasi lawyer na sila, doctor na sila, but they do not know about these things, yung proper growth of money, where to invest your money properly, in terms of your goals. So marami pa po, kahit professionally successful ka, maaaring hindi ka pa rin financially educated, no? So ayan, so at marami pa pong iba. So we must take action. We must take charge of our own retirement. So what I'll be sharing now is ano po yung ginawa ko, to start. So ito po yung ginawa ko lang kasi ito din naman yung experience ko. Yung mararecommend ko lang is yung na-experience ko, yung ginawa ko din. So nag-enroll po ako as an IMG member. I joined 5 years ago. So it gave me a solid direction now on what to do. So if you're here right now, of course, you belong to those na nakasali sa ating campaign. So congratulations, And then I started my long-term care. Actually, sinabay ko po siya. Yung long-term care is, I think naririnig na din po ninyo sa inyong mga kaibigan na nag-invite sa inyo dito. And then of course, I started and invested in mutual funds. So I did this regularly as well. Yung maganda naman ngayon is kung member ka ng IMG is automatic na investor ka agad, di ba, ng mutual fund kasi may IMG Soltivo na tayo and it's online. Dati kasi you have to do it paper pa, ang dami ng forms. So maganda talagang ginagawa ni IMG kasi pinapadali lahat. Ano? So ito yung example ng ating dashboard where nakalagay yung ating mutual fund. And ito yung Kaiser, no? So ito yung tools that can solve the retirement where we can put retirement money, yung Solvivo and then yung Kaiser. And you see, marami pa mga financial products na nandito, right? For mutual funds naman, hindi lang po Solvivo yung partner natin, marami pa pong iba. So you can really put to as many mutual funds as you can. And nakakatuwa po, ano, kasi you can really designate a certain goal for each mutual funds. No? So dadami lang siya ng dadami, magi-increase po talaga yung ating wealth. So, talking about long-term care, no, kasi isa siya sa solution, I'd like to focus on this because I really believe, and of course here in IMG, we really believe that this can solve the poverty problem ng Pilipinas. No? Kasi, again, um, if you would observe the society right now, yung common na problem ng every household or every family is kung may matanda, pero yung matanda sa family, walang pera in case na may magkasakit. So, yan palagi yung fear natin. Kung magkasakit, saan tayo kukuha ng pera? Kung wala tayong nakalaan na pera, di ba? Saan tayo mag-loan? So, yan yung sinusolve ng long-term care. And what I really love about this is it covers beyond 65. I mean, beyond 60, no? 61 and beyond. So, traditionally po kasi, what we know or what we have is yung short term lang, yung free sa company. Yung iba nga is wala talaga, 'di ba? Yung mga like sa government wala po talaga. So swerte po yung may mga free sa company or may copay. But if we realize it, mas kailangan po natin ng healthcare pagtanda natin kasi again, diyan lumalabas yung mga sakit. So we really have to have long-term healthcare. Yung kanina, yung sinabay ko po pagpa-member, yung si Sharon, yung may hawak ng card, yun yung unang kinuha ko. And you have to get it now while you're actively working, while you are still capable of saving money kasi may active na income pa po. So, mahirap po kung pagtanda na po tayo kukuha, most likely talagang hindi na tayo ma-approve kasi matanda na tayo and kukunti na lang po yung time na magko-compound yung pera natin. Okay? So, the long-term care addresses investments and magkakaroon ka rin ng healthcare, of course, and life insurance. So kung titingnan mo, yung solid financial foundation, this is being discussed din naman daily. Ano, I think you're familiar na naman ito. So if you would look at this, sa hindi pa po pala naka-encounter nito sa first timer ngayong araw na to, just attend the next class at 2 p.m. Madi-discuss po ito, ano. So when we build our financial house, we always start from the ground up, no. Makikita natin dapat may healthcare, protection or life insurance, ma-eliminate yung debt, ma-eliminate ma-build yung emergency fund, and of course may investments, right? So kung meron kang long-term care, nasa-solve po yung itong tatlo agad. So healthcare, protection, and investments. So, di ba? Tatlo na agad yung meron ka. What you need to work on na lang is kung may mga utang ka, do your best na ma-eliminate siya. And kung wala pang emergency fund, mag-build po tayo ng emergency fund. So, sa case po namin dati, 2016, year 2016, ito po talaga yung major life change namin in terms of finances. So nag-start po kaming mag-asawa ng aming savings, ng long-term care. Nag-start din po kami mag-save for our retirement, no? And college of one of the kids. While doing that, we were building our emergency fund. Luckily, we didn't have any debt. No, so yun nung time na yun. No, so hanggang ngayon. No? So that's the great thing about IMG kasi tinutulungan po talaga tayo, gina-guide tayo na maging debt free. So we built our emergency fund in a span of 1 year po talaga. Maraming sacrifices, but after that, it was really a great relief. Ano, yung alam mo na hindi ka matatakot na kung may mangyari man na gasto na emergency kasi meron ka nang nakalaan na emergency fund. Okay? So may mga classes pa tayo tungkol dyan, but just attend the classes and get familiarized with these concepts. Dapat ano talaga yung hindi lang ma-familiarize din but ma-apply mo din sa iyo. Yung meron ka ding solid na 3 to 6 months of emergency funds and all those, right? So break the cycle. Now, don't let your children become the next sandwich generation, yung sila din magsusupport ng parents tayo and mayroon ding mga anak na susuportahan. Okay? And sabi dito, if you save money now, money will save you in the future. So it's about being sure your kids won't be a financial burden. You won't be a financial burden to your kids. It's about being a blessing to others as you build your wealth. So, and also, yung mga anak mo, dapat aware din sila na you're saving for their retirement and they understand why. Okay? And nakikita nila, nalalaman nila na it's not just for them and for you, but it's also being able to genuinely help others kasi hindi, di ba sabi pa nga, yung goal talaga is you become financially independent and then become interdependent. Mas masarap kasi tumulong sa ibang tao na you have enough talaga pang tulong. 'Di ba? Dito sa IMG nakikita mo yung mga successful sa business, ang dami nang nabibigay sa charities, 'di ba? Kasi they have more. We have more. We can give more. Kung dati hindi natin yan nagagawa, sa church, sinsilyo lang yung binibigay natin every offertory. Ngayon, we can give more. No? We can write a check, di ba? Or we can, what have you, di ba? You can be a blessing to others when you have more. When you have planned well for your savings, for your retirement, diba? So, ayan lang. So, maganda talaga yung nalalaman mo agad and then nakikita ng mga anak mo. And minsan kung nasasama mo sila sa IMG, and ngayon nga katabi ko, nagka-class tayo, ito din yung anak ko nagka-class, and na-hear niya yung mga tinuturo natin dito about saving, and aware na din sila about mutual funds. They have their own mutual funds, and alam nila that we're saving for our retirement, and they have their own mutual funds. Pag may pera sila, sasabihin na mama, sa mutual fund ko ito. So, di ba? So, yun lang ang saya sa IMG. So, saving for retirement is even in this holy scripture, ano, sa Bible. Sabi pa dito, 2 verse, no? Una is, for children are not obligated to save for their parents, but parents for their children. Sabi sa 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14, ano? So, hindi tayo obligasyon ng ating mga anak, but sila yung obligasyon natin. Alam na naman natin ito, ano? But just quite a reminder. And then a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. So hindi lang po sa anak natin, but pati sa mga next generation. So dapat every payday, hindi lang po iisipin natin yung weekend, yung anong ganap this weekend, but we always think long term, yung mapapakanibangan ng mga anak natin at ng mga next na generation. That's why we should save for our retirement as soon as we can. Okay? So ito po yung ating banner ng campaign. Congratulations for being part of this. Do join us in our next class at 2 p.m. until pick lang po kayo ng schedule. Sabihin nyo yung nag-invite sa inyo, no? Saan ba ako mas maganda na next na class na makapag-join. Tingnan mo kung saan yung vacant schedule mo. Right? So be part of the solution. Start saving and investing for your retirement today. And sabi pa nga ng isang mentor ko, no? And I like this a lot. Sabi niya, financial independence is not a dream, it's a decision. So decide now, become a member of IMG, associate membership yung piliin mo, no? Kung pupunta ka na sa kaibigan mo and sabihin mo, mag-join na ako, gusto ko nang mag-save for my retirement and maging maganda yung aking future, right? So thank you again, guys, for joining me, and I hope you have a great day. God bless everyone.
널 찾기 위해 노래 baby 처음보다 조금 더 커진 기에 좀 더 단단해진 목소리에 모든 건 내게 돌아가기 위해 이제 너라는 지도 활짝 펼칠게 My rehab 날 봐 왜 못 알아봐 남들의 하우스 땀이나 듣고 싶지 않아 너의 향긴 여전히 나를 꽉 뚫어 무너뜨려 되돌아가자 그대로 I know I can make it better I can hold you tighter 그 모든 길은 널 향한 거야 소용없어서 너 아니다는 걸 그때처럼 날 어루만져줘 끝도 보이지 않던 영원의 밤 내게 아침을 선물한 건 너야 이제 그저 내가 잡아도 될까 전에 아름다운 너 그날은 그때처럼 말없이 그냥 날 안아줘 지옥에서 내가 살아남은 건 날 위했던 게 아닌 되려 너를 위한 거란 걸 안다면 주저 말고 please save my life 너 없이 헤쳐왔던 사막 위는 목말라 그러니 어서 빨리 날 잡아줘 너 없는 바다는 결국 사막과 같은 거란 걸 알아
Alright, I can make it better. I can hold you tight.